That's all I ever wanted to do was investigate homicides, man. I busted my ass to get that gold shield. Then they put me to work in Harlem. I worked in Harlem in a detective squad for 5 years. Do you know how many homicides I had a chance to investigate in those 5 years? 0, not a 1. I had the worst luck ever. I just happened to be a detective during the biggest drop in homicide history, folks. You don't believe me? Look it up. Under Mayor Giuliani and Mayor Bloomberg here in New York City, went from 2,000 homicides to less than 300. Good for you, not good for me. I caught some shootings, some cases where people got shot, investigated some stabbings. But these fuckers would never die, man. I had the worst luck ever. I got a kid who got shot 8 times once and lived. Do you know how annoying that is? When all you want to do is investigate homicides? I get to the crime scene. It was a mess. It was scary. There's like blood spatter all over the walls. There's shell casings ruining the floor. I was so sure this kid was DOA, man. I called home from the crime scene, man. Don't ever do that. That was a big mistake. You know what it is? I just knew how much it would mean to everybody at home. You know what I'm saying? You got families, right? When something good happens for you, you want to call home. So I was like, honey, I'm not going to make it home tonight. No, I'm not going out. Why do you got to spoil everything? No, forget it now. I caught a homicide. Yeah, I caught it. Everybody in my house is going nuts. Daddy caught a homicide. Daddy caught a homicide. I fly to the hospital, licensed sirens, just to get my victim's last statement. And the surgeon who worked on him is having a cigarette outside the triage, like this, real cool, too cool. You knew something was wrong. Detective 8 times, relax. He's gonna make it. I was like, what? He's like, I patched him up. I'm like, yo, you patched up my homicide? Yo, I wanted to kill this freaking dude, man. Sure enough, I go talk to the kid. He's sitting up. He's having Jell-O, laughing with his family. Like there's nothing wrong with him. He's got nothing for me either. You could always tell when they're going to talk. I knew this kid had nothing to say, but you still got to give him the spiel, so I gave him the spiel. Hey, pal, man, I'm really sorry this happened to you. I really want to catch the person that did this to you, so what do you think? Can you describe the person that shot you? I was a detective for 13 years, man. I heard a lot of things, man. I never heard anything like this. That kid looks me right in the eye. He goes, yo, Mr. Detective. He called me Mr. Detective. He said, yo, I heard the ping, felt the sting, but it ain't no thing. It's scary, right? But it's beautiful. Because it's poetry, folks. Think about it, man. It's a conservation of words. That kid said everything he wanted to say in those 3 sentences. It's a haiku. I learned that from my SAT. Do you even get what he's trying to tell me? He's trying to tell me I got this. I heard the ping. That's the sound the gun makes when it's fired. Bing! I felt the sting, the bullets entering my flesh. But it ain't no thing. He's just telling me I'm going to take care of this myself, which I'm 100% fine with, by the way. I love street justice, man. It clears the calendar.